Boom, 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 boom. Buy you a drink. Buy me a drink. He said Chelsea money line. Let me just go see what Chelsea's looking at. Let me see what the odds are on Chelsea. They're plus 185. I only have $20 left to bet, so we'll just not do that. All right, we're on day 249. Um, so I wanted to be day 240, 250 before I do a full tour. Um, maybe I'll add another cake here for 250th day. And for that, I'll need eggs, sugar, and milk, I believe. Nature, items, nope, okay. Ah, we need wheat. I probably need to put we'll make our 250th cake. It's a pretty world at night, if I do say so. It's actually the perfect time for a tour because everything is like, well, almost everything's perfect. Somehow we're missing a potato. Probably Herobrine eating our potatoes. Question is, what block should I use to display the 250th day cake? Got an end block for that. I just used wood for 100. Iron block. Iron block? I don't know. I don't really love it. I don't love the thought of an iron block sitting there. But I'm going to make a trophy room anyway, so it's kind of like, this is a temporary little hub right here. What are you doing over there, Bark? How did you... I gotta get the house in order. Come on. There you go. It's your bed right there. Yep. Uh-huh. I wish I had name tags for them. Well, I guess they're gonna find out how to sort sugar, which means they're not gonna do anything. They're gonna run around in circles. But we'll need a sign. What kind of block? I might just use dark block. I'm okay with that for the temporary meeting. Alright, let's wake up on day 250. Good morning. Day 250. How did I do in this one? I did a second one. Okay. This is the longest I've ever been alive in a hardcore world. What is today's date? October what? I didn't check to make sure the stream was even working. Whew. Whew. Alright. Alright, so it's the 250th day. We just got our cake. Now I'm gonna walk you through a world tour. I can't change my my camera right now. It's not letting me change my view. Huh? I don't know. I'm supposed to find out. Toggle perspective, up arrow. Okay. Rewind. Here, we'll take this off. Should I put the netherite on for it? I should be naked. I'm holding it in my hand. It'd be terrible to die in some crazy way, though. You want me to do it like this? Okay. So this is the 250th day in my Minecraft hardcore world. We've survived that long. We just put down our 250th day celebratory cake. And I read a comment today that they wanted a world tour or a compound tour. So I'm gonna run through what I've done here over the last 250 days in Minecraft, and I'll start with the main, I guess the main room. This is where most of all of everything happens, is in this room right here. This is my dog, Barkley. That's his little bed. This is my bed. Got an ender chest. Don't keep anything too crazy in there. I have my elytra above the bed. Have my Hattorio Hanzo sword. If you don't know what that means, look it up. And if you still don't know what it means after you look it up, then maybe you should watch the movie that it's associated with. I beat the Ender Dragon on day 71 of this world, so here's my temporary trophy room right here. I'm gonna make a room down there that's dedicated to, you know, accolades and things just like this. But for right now, it's in the main base. Right here, I have my shit to-do list. As you can see, there's a trophy room, map room, find ancient city, trial chamber, and wither. But I did the wither yesterday, so actually, we can check that off or cross it out. I don't know how to cross things out, so we'll just take it off the list because it's done. I should. So these are the two allays that we have found. I've kept them on a lead. I do want to make them their own little home because I find them to be kind of annoying. But I want to name them as well, but I don't have enough name tags at the moment. But right now we'll just keep it the way it is. Here are my 6 essential needs chests. They don't have everything I own, but they have my most common blocks, things that I find to be most important, and we're sorting myself. Here is my sorter. I made a video about this sorter. Anything I throw in this chest will end up going down to my sorting room, but we'll go down there after I show you the rest of everything. Just have some furnaces here to keep cooking. The first thing I will show you is the potion room. So this is my brewing room right here. It's made out of quartz brick, and then we have, you know, upside down stairs up top and glowstone to illuminate it. It's a really clean clean look. I was going for a laboratory feel. I wanted it to look like, you know, people were in here in a sterile environment, you know, mixing and concocting different things. Over here, it might look confusing, but this is an infinite water source. And so instead of, you know, using cauldrons, which I have here because I think they fit, and they, you know, if they don't have any other purpose in the game, it's to be in a brewing room. But I just fill up my bottles here. It's way easier that way. At least the way I've found to do it. Alright, let's put this in our hotbar. So this is, you know, everything I think I need. We've got some, you know, full potions here, strength, all that stuff. I got redstone in this chest. Here's all the brewing ingredients. I have a nether wart farm here. And then I have a mushroom farm in here. And then I have these torches so that mobs don't spawn, but that mushrooms still grow. So that is the potion room. I really like this room. I think it's really simple. It gets the job done, and it's not too much. I don't know what else I would change to this room. I don't think any room is ever 100% finished. We'll go into the enchanting room. This is probably my favorite room in my base. I've probably spent the most time altering this room, changing this room, adding new additions to this room, figuring out the right balance of how much shrubbery and greenery I want to use. If you go back and watch the videos, you'll be able to see the evolution of this room because it did not used to look like this. But it does now. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It looks very magical in here. That was kind of the idea we were going for. We've got some armor stands. Got our armor trims, which I haven't got a chance to use. We got our full netherite enchanted armor, which took a lot of heat during our fight with the wither, so it's actually a little bit more damage than I would have liked. We've got a couple ender dragon heads because they look really cool. But yeah, this whole room, I just wanted the essence and the aura of it to just be magical, you know, just like the enchanting book is. I mean, look at it. Everything about this is, you know, magic, and I wanted the room to embody this piece. And I think it does a pretty good job of that. My one complaint about this room would be everything grows really quickly, and I do have to come in here and kind of shave it or trim it back, and I do that from time to time. But it's also like a living room, which is really cool. If I want to come in here and trim it, it'll always grow again. So the room is always growing and changing. So if you remember, I have this, you know, the sorting chest, and I guess I'll just throw a couple things in here. So there's hoppers. As you can see, they disappeared. But there's hoppers that are going to suck these down tubes. And I made a more in-depth video explaining it. But essentially, this is my storage room. Right here, my backup storage. And we have our two little copper golem sorters. We have nuts, and we have bolts. And they work very, very hard down here. They do a serviceable job getting the blocks to go in the right place. I'm not going to give them too much praise because, well, they make a lot of mistakes. Like right now, I don't know what Nuts is doing. I think bolts might be in the way, but hopefully they'll figure it out. If I push them around, sometimes they get stuck. It looks like he's stuck. So it's not perfect, but essentially items come to this chest, and then the copper golems will search through. You know, they'll find the right block or whatever. This is essentially my backup storage. If they don't find the blocks in any of these chests, they'll eventually throw it in this empty one, and this empty one is linked with hoppers to this chest right here, which is our catch-all chest. So look, they clearly missed 2 items. I know for a fact that both of these items are actually in chest out here. So nuts and bolts, just they're not very good at their job, but they do good enough to where it's still valuable to have them down here. And they're pretty cute. So we'll let them keep working. They're not doing a good job right now. There you go. See, he just needed a push. He was glitched right there. But he should, when he gets to this chest, throw it in there. Yep. There he goes. So it's not a perfect system, but it's the one we got. This is probably my second favorite room behind the enchanting table. It's certainly the coolest room I think I have. I wanted a fish tank, I wanted an aquarium, and we went and we got the tropical fish for it. I need to do more in this room, but I don't know exactly what. I want to add something to the tank. This is certainly the most unfinished room, but it's also like the simplest and the most minimalistic one that I have. There's nothing too crazy going on in here. It literally just is a beautiful fish tank with beautiful fish, and you know, I kind of like that aspect of it. So that's my aquarium. Hopefully we get a puffer fish soon. I haven't been able to find one, but with enough time and effort, we'll get there. So I won't go all the way down there. Maybe I should. No, I won't. It's just another portal down there and a bunch of strip mines. Also the place I fought the Wither. I'll do it at the end. It's not that interesting or intriguing. But we'll come outside. This is the newest addition to my base. This is where I keep all my horses. This is the stable, the pasture, right here. Don't have a name for this horse yet, but it's got a decent amount of hearts on it. I've got a bunch of these skeleton horses, and this is our donkey, Asshat, who is very mischievous and always wanders away. But this is the stable area for the horses. Over here, really cool part. This is the biggest building project I've probably ever done in Minecraft, but especially in this world. Certainly serves no purpose other than, you know, it's a beacon for me to know how to get home at night, and it looks really cool. I should probably have an elytra so I can fly around. But this is Cape Cozy. It's established on day 127, and we'll go to the top. But this took me multiple times. I failed multiple times trying to get the spiral right. But you get a pretty good bird's eye view of, you know, the compound itself from up here, which is nice. There's a village over there. There's a mine right there. But yeah, this is the top of the lighthouse. I'm trying to figure out a better way to do the lights up here. I kind of just spam torches and campfires and lanterns everywhere to make it as bright as possible. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but this is the one I've ended up on. But like I said about the enchanting room, nothing I've built is ever finished. You should always be changing and evolving it as time and ideas go on. Here's the dock. Very simple, but it's aesthetically pleasing. It fits in. I do have a stone wall around the entire perimeter just to keep the monsters out. So this is what the front of my, you know, base looks like. It's very simple. It's what I built at the very beginning. It's the house that got me to where I am. It's, you know, it's the house that built me after I built it. I do love firefly bushes. Looks like we're missing one there. But I love how magical and mystical they make the world look. I pepper them all around this base, as you'll begin to see. This is what the house looks like. What the lighthouse looks like in the background. We've got our farms and gardens here. This is, you know, Potato Parkway, Beetroot Boulevard. Shout out to the Knowledge Golem for naming the farms. And then we've got Wheat Way. So these are all the farms with a Fortune 3 hoe. I've realized I don't really need anything bigger than this to get the essentials. We have 5 beehives, which help the crops grow. Obviously, we have unlimited sources of honey as well. Everything here is just kind of a planter's, beehive, beekeeper chest. I'll just introduce you all to Marshall. I haven't put a name tag on him yet, but this is Marshall. We had him when he was just a little baby, but he helps us fly around. He actually did a amazing, amazing aerial journey, thousands and thousands of blocks to help us get those allays and bring them back. So Marshall works hard, and he's capable of traveling long distances. I haven't used him to build anything yet. I know that some people use the Happy Gas to, do these really giant builds. I haven't tried that yet. We've got a bunch of, beehives and honey. Over here, we just have another chest full of, all the farming supplies you could ever need. Here are our animal farms. Obviously, cows, chickens. We've got pigs, berries, sugarcane farms, all that fun stuff. I've been trying to figure out a way to prevent the drowned from spawning in the water. I've been unsuccessful. So if anybody knows how to prevent drown from spawning, please let me know in a comment, because they've been spawning down here and then creeping up into the compound. And it just gets really annoying. So this is actually a naturally growing pumpkin patch that I just happened to grow my base around. I've planted some pumpkins because I didn't want to harvest the natural ones. I want to leave them, and I'll just plant artificial ones to harvest. Also, here's the pumpkin patch, and then we'll do just a perimeter, run around the perimeter of the base. I made a huge forest here. This forest was not here when I settled. I planted some cherry trees because I wanted them to be closer. We had overwhelming amount of oak. We needed some diversity over here. So it's just a really massive forest that I've been planning to keep wood close. I put a sunflower patch in the middle of it, but nothing too crazy. Just a forest, and then a lot of water. Planted a couple mangroves because why not? Have a little swamp over here. Looks kind of cool. Nothing too crazy. There is a village over there. I wanted to settle near a village so that I would have easy access to villages, and I love the sunrise with vibrant visuals in this game. It just looks so good. We are going to take the Elytra so that we can fly around, show you other things that we've done. Let's go ahead and throw it on. Might as well put the armor on too. We'd suck to die doing something stupid. So this is kind of the aerial view. We've got a nice mountain over here. That's what it looks like. I have the outline of the beacon there because I'm going to build one. Now what I really want to show you is if you follow these lamps, which I do by boat, they will actually take you to the one thing in this world I wanted far away because I'm not necessarily proud of it. But this is a mob farm. I put it all the way in the middle of the ocean out here because I do think it's ugly and I want to hide it. I don't think it's pretty, but it does get the job done. So this is the mob farm. I'm sure if you're familiar with it, they all spawn up there, they fall down here to be one hit, and they die. I have this room here to grind mobs if I want to sit in here AFK, because I stream everything. If I'm playing Minecraft, it's gonna be live. Everything's legit. It's 100% authentic, hardcore experience that I'm going through. And sometimes I'll fish right here while I'm waiting for mobs to spawn up there. But that's pretty much the world. Uh, this is the last thing that I can think of that I want to show you all. I can go show you the Nether portal down there, but I don't want to kill any mobs right now. But you just follow the lanterns back, and it'll take you to my base. Should be able to see the lighthouse in the distance soon. Yep. And I do love coming in and wrapping around the lighthouse with the elytra. So that's pretty much the entire base. I'll go down and show you the basement, but there's really nothing down there. The idea is just to keep, I can just keep making rooms. Got a storage room. Let's see if they finished yet. Okay, they did. They sorted everything. But we'll go all the way down. I want to fill all of this with stone brick, obviously. It's still messy. It's still a work in progress, but it doesn't need it. There's no rooms down here. But this essentially goes all the way down to almost bedrock. We have our nether portal here. We've got a bunch of different strip mines. These are all strip mines. I think this is the one I went down to fight the wither. And I'll collect all that cobblestone while I'm down here. I think this is the one I took. You never know, though. Did she make the kick? She didn't make the kick? Shocking. They still gave her the money? That's a joke. Did I go down this one for the wither fight? I don't even remember. I should label it. It's kind of like a historic site now. Okay, so this is not where I fought the wither. Looks like we have a mine there. I feel like I went down that one. I guess Michael took that iron when he came into the world. I don't know where I fought the wither, but this is pretty much everything. It's everything in my base. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. Yeah, so this is where I fought the wither. I mean, actually no, it's not. Or is it? Is it? It is. Okay. Yep. This is the wither arena, and believe it or not, once a once a 3x2 room that the wither then carved out into whatever this is. This is where I almost died to lava. And then this is where we ultimately defeated the wither. And that's kind of the last thing we've done. So there's so much more to do. But I hope you enjoyed the tour of my base and my world. But I'm going to keep playing. Question is, what do I do now? Yeah, I guess I could do a raid. That could be kind of intense right now. I kind of want to chill. I kind of want to like chill and go mining and reset. The wither fight kind of scared me. Being that close to death. I don't want to go find any ancient cities yet. I want to just reset. I want to make this beacon I want to do some more housekeeping matters. Probably build another couple cool rooms, and then we'll go back and try some hard stuff. It is nice being able to just throw stuff down here, knowing it's not going to be gone forever, but that they'll fix it. So apparently you can enchant a shield. I think so. And you might be able to put banners on them. I don't think you can put protection. I think you can just put unbreaking and mending. But it has to be with books. I am level 30. Should I enchant something? No? Not even books? I mean, I enchanted a netherite sword. I wanted protection 4 for that helmet. Fortune 3. I mean, it's a good book. We've got one of those. Right, where is it? Right here? Should I take it? $29 levels. Protection 4. Okay, let's not go anywhere. Was what? Sharpness 4. So not terrible. How'd you think the tour was? I don't think I messed up too many times for doing it live, not scripting it. I don't think I missed anything either. I don't know, maybe I'll just take the day off. Maybe we don't need to do any work today. I just did a tour. Got our homeless man. He's trying to rip me off. I could go roll for mending right now. It's kind of mindless. And I might need to make a new librarian. Okay, so I can keep... Oh, I won't be able to do it again. So this guy just needs to die, right? Yeah, but I can't... I'm not going to be able to make someone else a librarian either. Right? Or he's just stuck a librarian. It's a nitwit? Poor little guy. Oh, this guy. A virgin? Why don't you just call him unemployed? Why do you like when I trap them so much? Hey, little fella. Hopefully this works. No, see, it's probably going to a new lectern. What if I kill that villager? Not really. I can kill the iron golem though. Can I put a lead on a villager? Because then I could just rascal him, you know? Come on. Come on. They're bad. I don't even know how to make a lectern. And you think it's gonna do different? It's gonna go to a different person? Where you going? You know what I actually want to do? I want to make a way to get on top. I want to have like a button here that I press that opens the door, and then I like can go up and clean the tank. Sounds like a big project. Sounds like a big redstone project. I could wax these guys. I had an idea. No, no, no. Get out of there, nuts. Open that up. He went right for it. No, I was going to make these shelves. You can put copper golems on them. How do I craft a copper golem, though? Yeah, but in... Not... I don't want to build them. I want to just craft them. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to bring it to life. Yeah, I don't know how to do it either. It's a decorated pot. Target, yeah. For arrows. Yeah, I mean, you can make an archery range like those pillagers had. Can you look up how to craft the copper golem? Do you know how to do it? Can you force it to be a statue? Really? You can't like force one down here? Damn. So you can't pick them up until they're statues? How do you statue? How long does it take for them to oxidize? Because these guys have been going for... Are you sure? Or are you not Googling right? Well, I don't want it to be a statue. I want it to be holdable. Really? Interesting. Well, I don't know what to do then. I wanted to put like a bunch of extra ones on the shelf. You know what I mean? But I guess I won't be able to do that. Alright, let's go get a good... So you think I should use that thumbnail? I shouldn't go hunt for one right now? I could go like create one by like riding him to a spot that's scenic. If he ever comes close enough to the ground. It was like this. I'll just go find it. Alright, I think I'm just gonna call it. We don't need to grind. We've done a lot.